Guests that do not comply will be asked to leave. Clean your hands off.
Good morning, Jeremiah.
Good morning, Doobie, and welcome to Christmas Day here at the Magic Kingdom.
Kind of seems that way. So we are here live from the Magic Kingdom this morning at Walt Disney World, our first visit of 2021, our first post-holiday visit. We thought, what could be better than coming to the Magic Kingdom and seeing what it looks like now that all the Christmas decorations are gone?
It's so amazing.
We were wrong.
Yeah.
No, Jeremiah was on top of things. He knew it, but we still wanted to come for 2021. Quick reminder, we are here live from the Magic Kingdom. If you are watching us live, please do us a favor and give us a thumbs up. Let the world know you enjoy this stream. Also, please make sure you follow us however you're watching. A quick reminder that we will be live again in 2 short hours from the Disneyland Resort at downtown Disney. So we're coming from 2 coasts today. With that, we will officially begin with the hello to Down Under. Tammy, nice to hear from you again. It has been a while. Welcome.
Happy New Year to Australia.
So, has it gotten to be New Year there yet? I know they have the International Dateline thing.
I think it's still tomorrow there.
So, we are on our way to the bypass, walking behind Main Street. You said this was a surprise this was open today?
Yeah, I have not seen this. Well, I can't say I haven't seen this open because it's definitely been open during the busy holiday time, but for a Tuesday post New Year, there's actually no reason for this to be open, but it is.
It's nice back here. It's quite empty.
Yeah, right here is where the Main Street Theater is going to be built.
Kind of interesting that apparently the bypass doesn't have as good an internet connection as Main Street because you are hiccuping.
Uh-oh, I'm almost out of here.
Okay. Oh, it's a different view of the castle from back here.
Yeah.
Looking through
also,
some old...
a great smell from the Plaza Restaurant breakfast.
Is that sarcastic great or true great?
Sir, it's true great. I'm hungry.
We were looking at some pictures, old pictures yesterday, and ran across a beautiful picture of the birthday castle from 25 years ago. Hoping they do that again this year.
Can you believe it's been 25 years since the birthday castle?
I just kind of skirted past that because no, I can't.
Are you ready for something that'll get you very happy?
I'm ready for anything right now because you have a bad picture. Yeah, sorry about that, Tammy. I don't know what's going on here, but we're
getting. If I lose you, I'll be right back.
Okay. This is like internet circa 1994, where a live stream minute updated once every second. Jeremiah will be right back. I would turn on my camera, but nobody wants to see that. So just hang tight. Jeremiah will be back in a second. I should put a bet. Oh, he's back. He's back. Let's see if we've got a better connection now. Now he's gone again. Jeremiah will be right back. Jeremiah will be right back. I promise. We're just trying to get a little bit better connection. And then Jeremiah will be right back. In the meantime, as I talk, you get to see my heartbeat as I show that I wasn't expecting this, and I'm terrified because I am not good at vamping like this. So anyway, we are live from the Magic Kingdom in just a moment. Jeremiah is there. This would be a great time for you to click thumbs up on this stream on the assumption that it will get better, and also subscribe to us on Laughing Place, however you're watching us, because because we go live a lot, including later on today from downtown Disney at Disneyland Resort. Jeremiah is back. Here we go. Give him a solo. How you doing now, Jeremiah?
You tell me. I checked. I kind of reset everything. I was at full bars, so I'm not sure what was going on.
You're definitely better. You're not as good as other times, but you're better than you were before. What is 2021 bring to your connection?
I know. Yeah, well, it's at 5G, you know.
So Tammy said she's disappointed on the news of Tron. What's the news of Tron?
There is no official news of Tron. We will head over there and kind of show you, but this is what I wanted to share that you would be excited about. Yes, the Tomorrowland Noodle Station is still open after the holiday time.
Why am I happy
It's still
about
the
that?
Harbor House. Because you got excited when it was open.
But then I found out that the Harbor House, it wasn't actually the Tomorrowland Noodle Station, the terrace.
So the news of Tron is, even though it was never officially announced for 2021, they said for Magic Kingdom's 50th, I believe, that it would be open. Some of like the D23 list of the things that they are most excited for 2021, that wasn't included on it. So I know a lot of sites took that as, oh, it's not going to open. You know, since there was no official opening date, we don't have an official, it's not going to open. But they have done some construction, and it does look like they actually closed up the hole where the coaster would come out of. So, but we'll walk back there and take a look at that.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. Is you're just going to burst through now? By the way, I just tell you passed something. Can you get a quick fast pass for Stitch's Great Escape? I want to do that later.
As it turns out, that sign, whatever it says underneath there, is all that's left.
I wonder what's inside. Do you think it's just the same thing inside, all sitting there?
I've heard that Stitch has escaped. I believe they took down all the toilet paper off the castle, but I did hear that he is moving on to Shop Disney sometime next week or the week after. So,
do you think they made sure there were no weddings on the day they toilet papered the castle?
Oh, I hope so.
For those that aren't aware what we're talking about, for the grand opening, wonderful, Tammy, for the grand opening of Stitch's Great Escape, way back in what, 2003? 4? They toilet papered the castle as if Stitch toilet paper put some graffiti on it. It was fun for a day, unless that was the only day in your whole life visiting the Magic Kingdom, and you're like, really?
Yeah, I didn't come during that time. I did come during the construction days where Stitch would have put graffiti on construction walls around the area, which was always strange.
That's good for something.
Speaking of the Little Blue Terror,
there he is.
Told you he escaped.
Hard to see him just no costume. You know, he's up there not meeting, just waving. I'd expect to see him dressed up like something.
I think you should start putting on different classic costumes to match the Stitch Breaks Shop Disney or whatever it's called. Like him up there in a Gaston costume or a Beast costume.
So are you familiar with this whole Marvel 616 thing or whatever?
I have not watched it yet.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm just confused on what this line is. Oh, this is Space Mountain line.
How long is it?
Let's head over there and see. It was down earlier, so it coming back up, definitely there was a large crowd mulling around to wait to jump in line. Yes, I know it's Marvel 616. I've not gotten a chance to watch it yet. 75 minutes for Space Mountain.
Every time I see it, it reminds me of Stitch. That's all. The only place I'm going with that.
616, 626.
The only place I was going with that. Yep.
Holy mackinoli.
This is a long line. Because of the social distancing, the line is huge. 75 minutes is not that horrible for Space Mountain.
No, 75 minutes is usually inside and plenty of space, but this is
Macanoni. You know the reason the line's so long? People just want to see inside, and people movers down.
yeah, exactly. Wait, what? You may not have seen it yet, but I did tweet out a picture just a few minutes ago. There were construction workers up on the people mover track taking a look underneath some of the paneling. So there is actual work going on the people mover right now.
That is exciting. I see that picture now, and I'm going to share it in just a moment.
Go for it.
The one in this moment where you still need to talk.
Go for it.
No, you need to talk.
Oh, I need to talk. Oh, that's right. So here's the line of Space Mountain. That's the end of the standby. It is not at capacity, as far as we know. They are letting people get in there.
Have you seen? I know you tweeted a picture a few days ago of Frozen Ever After, where the line was at capacity. They didn't actually let anyone else get in the line. Have you seen that anyplace else then?
Not at Disney World, and even the only time I ever saw it at Universal is, of course, for Hagrid's, because that line is when they reach capacity, that could be up to, 5 hours, or how long did Mac wait in it? 8 hours. So.
Yeah, they did. And here's your picture of the people mover. People checking it out.
Yeah, they were walking along the track, and then they stopped there and lifted up one of the panels to work on something. So it was very exciting because, as I found out yesterday, because I'm the Florida reporter, it's scheduled to reopen on the 10th, I believe is what our CEO had told me. But we don't know for certain if that's going to reopen or if it is just it's a scheduled date, because that was a date they put in for the end of the first week of January.
Right. Quick reminder, we're live, so if you have any comments you want to make, any questions, anything you want Jeremiah to look at just for you in the Magic Kingdom, he is happy to do so. You can send him to Splash Mountain, then over to Tomorrowland, then back over to Adventureland. He doesn't care. He's here for you. So use those comments. Put those requests in. Can we watch the cards for a second?
I was gonna preemptively answer your question, but I'll wait and let you ask the question first.
Well, first off, I want to see the cards. Can we just watch them for a few seconds? Great timing, Doobie. Here they come.
It's like there's a race here.
You can see why they call it the Walt Disney World Speedway. Look at those things go.
Woo!
All right. That was anticlimactic. Thank you, Jeremiah.
Oh, here comes another one.
How's the weather today?
It's beautiful. It's low 70s, sunny. Like not under the magnifying glass hot right now.
The sky looks completely blue. None of those Florida clouds I'm used to.
No, there are no fluffy clouds anywhere that I can see. See, here's all the cars.
There they go. There's always one person backing up everything. Just like real driving.
Yep. Just like you're on the 5.
You're in Florida. You're on the 4.
I try to avoid the 4 as much as possible. So earlier, I came and did a quick walk around and tried to get pictures of the Tron Light Cycle run. I'm sorry, Tron Light Cycle / run.
Thank you. Nomenclature.
Before we did the walk and talk, but the wait time for Goofy's Barnstormer was 22 or 25 minutes, not 22 minutes. That would be great. I watched Soul last night, so 22 is stuck in my head. But the line.
Hey, Belle.
What?
We just passed Belle.
Oh, yes. She's eating popcorn. But the line was throughout the entire train station, and I couldn't even get close enough to just the normal part where I walk in to take photos. It was so busy.
Wow. Wowzers.
Wowzers indeed.
Wasn't Wowzers the name of the clown that used to be in here?
I remember the clown troupe. I don't remember any of their names.
Oh, what was his name? You remember, Rebecca? The name of the clown in Fantasyland that got all that attention? Was it Wowzers? This is not important, by the way. Right now, I can't go on until I figure it out.
If you do go to our YouTube channel, we do have the final performance of the clown troupe here from way back, I think it was 2013, 2014.
I'm right. It was Wowzer, no S. Wowzer. Wowzer the clown.
So, yes, Goofy Barnstormer has a 35-minute wait, and the line does go through the entire train station. So we cannot get that close to Tron Light Cycle / Run. Oh, I guess I can walk down here some. Because this is just a dead end. Dead end, dead end, dead end, dead end. So yeah, if you look in the upper right-hand corner where the track connects to the wall, there is no more hole.
That is very interesting. How do you figure the track's going to come out or go in?
That I do not know. I mean that.
Oh, you must have stumbled onto something. You broke up.
I believe I just got a phone call asking if I want to extend my warranty on my car.
My son thinks it's
Yeah.
going to be sliding doors.
But that is pretty impressive. That looks like it was built around that track, not. And we saw it just a few weeks ago where there was a hole there for the track and for the vehicles to go through.
That is interesting. We have a question.
But yes.
Someone says, I wonder why they keep the speedway. It takes up so much room. Do you wonder that too?
I do. I've always wondered, even, I know this is sacrilegious, but Autopia in Disneyland is the same thing. That is prime real estate for Tomorrowland, and it takes up a lot of space. So I don't know. I think it's purely the joy of. I mean, you have Gideon. I'm sure Gideon loved driving the Speedway when he was old enough.
Yeah, he just looked at me and said, yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Yep. And that is why we as the old people can't always judge the attractions. I mean, when was the last time you said, gosh, I really got to do Dumbo with no kids in my presence at all?
It's been a few years. Heather has a question. Any updates on when the store near Dumbo will open?
Thank you for that question, Heather. No updates.
I like that store. They had great cupcakes in there.
I know, and that's one of the larger stores. I would have thought that would have opened up before some of the other ones, but again, I guess because it's a larger store, that could be the main reason why it is not open.
It is huge. It is, though. I wonder, it's pure speculation, but the fact that there's just one entrance and exit, basically, is not what the factor.
Well, actually, I think that would probably be more of a factor to open it because unlike the Emporium that has multiple doors, but then as the day goes on, they just make it so there is one entrance and one exit.
Are they right next to each other like they are here?
No, the entrance is where Center Street used to be, and then the exit will be towards the front of the Emporium, but by Town Square.
Right. Pure speculation, not worth anything. Here we are in Fantasyland. To the right is the mermaid. Is she available for meeting?
No, because there are lots of people tramping through her shell area, because that's the entrance for the queue for Voyage of the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, you can meet her in the ride then.
Yeah. And then to our left is the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train queue, which is heading back towards Gaston's Cavern.
By the way, we found a camera with that you can mount on your head, but still has image stabilization. So we want to get that for you. No more ward. You just walk around and look, and it'll broadcast.
Do we attach it to my head? Is it like
Yes,
screwed in?
permanently. Yeah,
Okay. That
we
could be
figured
even
you're
weirder.
we're okay.
Estimated wait is 75 minutes from that time, which I don't recall ever seeing the words estimated wait on any wait times.
Popcorn or churro for a 75-minute wait. Space Mountain or Little Mermaid?
Space Mountain or Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Space Mountain.
Okay.
I was like, wait, 75-minute waits, that's for Mine Train, but I know you're doing popcorn or churro, so.
Okay, Space Mountain or Mine Train?
I'd do Mine Train. Oh, they finally fixed the Gaston's Tavern sign, so it doesn't look like birds had a problem on it.
Is it open? It is open.
Yes, the line earlier was going back to be our guest entrance.
Do they sell the Foo's Brew anywhere else, or do you actually have to go in there?
You have to go in here.
Are you able to get in right now without a wait?
No, there's a bit of a wait.
So close.
Did you want LeFou's Brew? Did you want me to drink it?
I would not mind a LeFou's Brew right now, but that's not going to happen. But it's been a while since I've seen in there, so if you were able to, I was going to say go for it. If you're not, that's okay.
No, because it is such a small area. I was in there a few weeks ago. I had one of the massive cinnamon rolls, and trying to find the seats with the social distancing and the limited capacity was a challenge.
Terry, so do we. But we will be at the Disneyland Resort later today in just 90 minutes or so, broadcasting live from downtown Disney. So it's not the same, but it's something. Be sure to tune in then. However you're watching us now, you can watch it then.
Are you going to be the man in the chair for Mike C?
I believe I will be. I'm not 100%, but that's my plan.
When you do talk to him and he goes into Elias and Company, which I'm not sure which store that is anymore, or if that's just World of Disney, because I saw somebody post the gargoyles that they have for the Haunted Mansion, which they are sold out here at the Magic Kingdom. Somebody posted that they do have them at Downtown Disney right now. So that may be something to focus on.
Thank you. I will do my best to remember that at my advanced age. Can you go to the right? Yeah, thank you.
Coming around to see Cinderella's royal carriage.
That's cool. Has that been out there the whole time?
Yes, they put it out definitely before Christmas. I want to say it may even been Thanksgiving. They've done it in the past for the holiday time, but they've kept it out here for photo op, which is really nice. And it's fun to see something like that out. Just a basic photo op.
It is. Have you ever had occasion to sit inside of the carriage?
I have not.
When you get married, do you want to arrive in Cinderella's carriage?
Probably not. That carriage seems very small to me.
Rebecca has a question.
So, Judy, for our 50th anniversary, did I make sure that you can arrive, like we can do like one of the week and drive in the carriage?
At our 50th anniversary, that's the only way I'm going to get anywhere. We have another question from Kristen Nolan. Big fan of tennis. It's story time with Bell.
It's Christopher Nolan. No, Storytime with Belle is not open because that is not only a very interactive and very low capacity attraction, it also does have a equity. Belle is part of the union, and because the union, there aren't a lot of the union workers back. She is not, sadly, able to tell her tale.
Bell is the part of the union. Maybe they could send Max. Whoa. That was a dramatic pan, Jeremiah.
It's hard to see because the sun is right in my face, and there we go. There you go. And a quick behind the scenes view of Ward and my mask. And
I'm not a huge fan of the Avatar, but I will read the comment made on Periscope. Why spend all this money to get 50% of the Disney experience? I have my opinions on that. Because 50% of the Disney experience is much better than 0% of the Disney experience, especially at a time like this. I spent quite a bit of money to visit Disney World a few months ago and have zero regrets. I'm glad I did, even though it definitely was not the normal experience.
yeah, you're not getting 50% of the Disney experience. You're getting the full experience, just the parks are only at 35% capacity. So, yeah, some of the stores and restaurants may not be open, but all the attractions, with the exception of like Storytime with Belle and a couple of the other small ones, are wide open.
I mean, it's all a matter of what's worth it to you. You know, just like anything else. Some people would never spend the money even for a perfect Disney day. For
Yep.
me, it's 100% worth it. And yet, some of my friends, I have some great friends who love Disney as much as I do, who are choosing not to go now because it's not worth it to them for this current experience. Hey, Donald, that is a beautiful picture. That would make a great wallpaper for somebody.
Point taken.
So we are now. Which store is this? Do you know what this is called?
I always forget what this one is called. Let's go outside as Mickey's PhilharMagic is uh, exiting. And Fantasy Fair. So here is the line, I believe, for Peter Pan, which does go all the way back into Harbor House still, and then circle back.
Popcorn or churro? 75-minute wait for Peter Pan or Little Mermaid?
Little Mermaid.
I thought you were a huge Peter Pan fan.
No, I love the movie. The attraction is okay. I mean, I think anything over a 30-minute wait is overrated for it. But by the way, speaking of attractions that are not overrated, It's a Small World queue is complete.
Dude, can we get as wide a shot as possible of this? This is colorful and beautiful.
I believe that's how Rebecca described you, Doobie. Okay, we'll start here.
Uh, Jeremiah, she also said she describes me as someone who needs as wide a shot as possible.
That is amazing. I don't know how that segue worked, but it worked too perfect. So yes, Small World, the queue is complete. There's a 50-minute wait, and we have heard reports that there are plexiglass dividers on the boats, which hopefully, yeah, exactly. That was going to be my next statement.
Wow, it does look really, really good. Get some really nice HDR DP pictures of that thing.
So I think I found the end of the line for It's a Small World. I think they're sending guests through the Rapunzel's bathrooms.
That's convenient if you got to go.
Take that, Flight of Passage. We have our own bathroom in the queue also.
So where are they parking the strollers then?
Here. Wow. Okay,
I would love to be in the meetings where they figure out just where to put everyone with social distancing. It's just such a chore.
I'm sure that our CEO, if he has one major regret of not being with the Walt Disney Company, it is the chance to try to figure out where these queues went during all this.
Yes. All right. Hand down. We're seeing a lot of blue sky right now. Agree with you, Christian. That's a nice picture, Christian. That's very cute.
We got a 20-minute wait from there for Haunted Mansion, but let's walk the Haunted Mansion queue, shall we?
I love that they have the old "your weight is X" from this point.
Me too. Because I'm like, I don't even need to do that.
There's the Harbor House queue of Peter Pan.
So the people waiting over there are waiting for Peter Pan,
Correct.
and it goes inside Harbor House.
It goes inside Harbor House. It does not go upstairs, sadly. I guess it's not sadly because that would be very inconvenient for a lot of people. But
Tammy appreciates that she got a view of the Rapunzel Tower. She said she's never seen that before. That's very cool. It is nice.
oh wow, there is some serious work going on the river over there.
Are you sure that's just not people queuing up?
No, they haven't turned that into the queue for Haunted Mansion yet. Oh, look, the line only goes back to here, so not as bad as we have seen it before.
Have you gotten to where you see how long it is yet?
I will ask this. How long is the wait right now, sir?
About 25 minutes.
25 minutes.
That's crazy to be that long in only 25 minutes. That's crazy.
So it looks like they're redoing some of the walkways over on the island.
That's a surreal sight to see two minivans in the rivers of America.
I know, especially going back to our old days of like Phantasmic and everything, where the walls around Rivers of America were so sturdy you couldn't even see through them.
Not now.
I will have some pictures later on of the Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. The bridge that connects the monorail station to the actual building is removed right now. Oh, here's another surreal shot for you.
Driving. Oh, they should turn this into an off-road adventure while they're doing the refurb.
Tom Sawyer's Off-Road Adventure?
Yeah, and just get on an ATV and drive around, put some hills in here.
Some hoop-de-doos. Woo-woo. Oh, looks like this could be a little more extensive than we really thought because they're redoing the rock work in front of the Harper's Mill. Like, I don't know if you can see it that well, but down you can see the iron skeletons for the new rocks that they're putting in.
Now that you mentioned that's what that is, yes.
Yeah, so they're doing some serious work out here.
Yes, courtesy of CEC. Your number one stop for serious work.
They don't have any numbers for contact, so I can't pass that along. But there looks like Maddox is over on this side working, so I think it's like the old Pepsi Coke where CEC gets half and then Maddox gets the other one.
Hey, Jeremiah, it's Rebecca here. I'm just jumping in real quick. Don't you kind of wish that Disney Plus had one of those reality series like they have on, Discovery and whatever, where the people come in and they have this project and then you get to see the people. It's like, will they get it done in time? And like, Project Rivers of America.
That would be great.
Tom Sawyer Island. You have 3 weeks to get this done. Actually, that would be amazing to watch.
The last countdown. 5, 4.
Move that Disney bus. So the Maddox guys seem to be walking these conduit lines, checking out those. And the CEC people seem to be doing the woodwork. And then here comes the daily water parade. Thinking
of future episodes, we just park here and make up our own story about what's going on while they go about their work.
I think that'd be fun. Nope, I do see colored ribbons on the trees over there. You think the bulldozer driver is colorblind?
Careful.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
I mean, be careful who they have drive the bulldozer. Yeah, because they've had this issue before. You're
Moving
welcome.
right along.
You're welcome. Seeing all that work there all of a sudden reminded me of Ron Dominguez and the fact that his house was on Disneyland land before he passed away earlier this week. So.
Yeah, so
that
was excellent. Looks like the work is really extensive going on, at least on this side.
So Tammy says those kind of shows have been behind the scenes for Animal Kingdom. Disney Plus has the Animal Kingdom behind the scenes show. Yesterday, Discovery Plus launched. You can get a 7-day free trial. We get no kickback for this one. It's nothing to do with Disney. But they have a 7-day free trial. If you have Verizon Unlimited, you can get it for free for 6 months. They have a ton of Disney episodes on their Food Network shows. They have an Animal Kingdom special on their gardening shows. So, at least get the trial, search Disney, and get some of that Disney fun at home from an unexpected source. I even wrote an article on it today.
Which Animal Kingdom special do they have?
They created one. It's just I can't remember what it's called, but it's a special. I haven't watched it yet. It's a special for Animal Kingdom that they created. I think it was for their Animal Planet.
So to answer the burning question, Maddox does electrical, telecom, and utilities. So guessing that's why they're checking out all the conduits underneath the walkways.
Are they installing cell phones on Tom Sawyer Island?
I think Tom Sawyer Island is getting a Wi-Fi upgrade. Tom and Becky really to do their TikToking. They need to do that.
I would. Hi, Alfred. If they do improve the Wi-Fi on TSI, I would love for them to do that promo for it with Tom and Becky creating TikToks and streaming from TSI.
Really, we just wait till next Halloween when we can come in costume. We get two, famous TikTokers, get them to dress as Tom and Becky, and go out there and TikTok their heart out.
I think Jeremiah and Michaela, future famous TikTokers.
Jeremiah is not a TikToker at all.
So what are you running into now?
This is Big Thunder, 65 minutes from this point. And it said end of line 65 minutes. None of that estimated wait stuff like Seven Dwarfs.
So, Jeremiah, traditionally, I know once the holidays are over, there's kind of a drop-off in attendance. Have we seen that drop-off yet?
Not yet. And, it's normally not the following week. It's the week after because there's, Christmas for schools sometimes run random days. And we during this time, if it was during the normal time of the year, we would still be seeing Christmas music and everything because the holiday ended on a weekend. So normally it would go at least 2 more weeks because it leads up to the marathon, which would have been, I don't want to say this next week. No, it may have been this week. It may have been the 10th. Splash Mountain has a 75-minute wait. There's the end of the line for that one.
Whew. So far, Space Mountain, Splash Mountain, and the mountain with the dwarfs has had a 75-minute wait.
Oh, sounds like we got a cavalcade coming.
Are we going to run and catch it? Or are we going to watch boats come down the drop?
We will do both. Wait for it. No, both. Oh, there we go. And boom, baby.
Tony, I don't think you're out there today, but if you are, we just got a boom baby that I need to.
Alice says hi, Doobie.
Hi, Alice. It's lovely to see her and Peter. How did Peter get on the float?
Prince Ali, Fabulous E, Alibaba.
And Mary. They just got as many different movies together on one float as they possibly could.
Pretty much. And then poor Tigger has to walk the rest. Like his balance.
Take the guy who has to wear the most clothes and make him walk. Meaning Tigger, not a guy in a costume.
And here comes the crossover traffic.
That is not the best of the cavalcade.
No. Earlier, the get your ears on cavalcade pass. That's always a fun one. But I think that one and this is the only one that I've seen. I believe all the cavalcades are returning from prior to the holidays. Here are our
Wonderful.
guests waiting for their mobile ordering for Pecos Bills. Still no French fries. Yeah, this is. Remember when we first did these, and this area was completely empty. It's amazing how in what we're going on 6 months now. Yeah, 6 months. This park went from the ghost town
Right.
to feeling more busy than it does on normal days because of the social distancing.
How often do you check? Do you know if, like, you could have gotten how recently you could have gotten a Magic Kingdom Park Pass?
They have been open pretty regularly. Magic Kingdom and Epcot are definitely Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and uh, Disney's Animal Kingdom have been pretty open with their park passes. Of course, Disney's Hollywood Studios, they still have that challenge because everybody wants to go there.
So this is
But
just a typical day.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, I don't want to say typical because it's the post-holiday, but it is just the norm. When
Um,
I did, yes.
we have a question. If you want to use your expertise to help out Ryan, any predictions on March compared to what you see today? What do you think?
Really depends when in March. If you're coming close to March's President's Day, um, and the St. Patrick's Day time, those can get busy. Ask me again next week, Ryan, when we're in the parks, and hopefully if the crowds even out like they normally do, I would say that this could be the high point right now of the next few months. But we've also seen such dramatic differences in the past few months of when the high and low times were. It's hard to say anymore. And I'm glad that we aren't one of the sites that do the crowd, on today it would be a 7 because we would have no clue what to say anymore.
I just I see this. I mean, I'm not one to I'm not commenting on good or bad, but just seeing all these people, I'm like, wow, the park must be at full capacity today. But considering that Park Pass was available, is typically available, it may not be, and I'm surprised.
Yeah, and that has definitely been one of the things that I've experienced when I've come into the parks. And again, we've seen the highest high and the lowest low, especially from just before Christmas and New Year's, when we were seeing all the parks at least at capacity according to the um, making the park pass reservation. But I think with It's a Small World adding the plexiglass to their boats, that helps
Yeah,
with.
and that's one thing Disney has continued to do, as much as possible. It seems, is add plexiglass throughout their attraction so that they can increase the capacity of the attraction.
Yeah, any type of safety feature so they can. Um, and my next visit to Disney's Animal Kingdom, I need to check out Pandora to see what the Navi River Adventure has got going, see if they've added anything, or just kind of see the overall if anything has completely changed. Because it does seem like almost daily we'll come into the parks and here's a new plexiglass or here's a new safety procedure that they've done, which is amazing, and they're doing a great job. There's no way to say that Disney's safety is not the number one key.
I'm a little surprised they haven't opened more stores like the Bazaar over here. Just as a way to, it's just Disney. What you want to do is have places to put people, and just one more place for people to kind of get out the walkways. You have it.
I know, or even like they did here, where they removed some of the shopping space just to put more tables down.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those things that I thought that there would be some more of. But don't worry, you can still come to the Island Supply and get your sunglasses.
Hey, Jeremiah.
Nope. I was actually going to walk through Liberty Square just for that reason, but I decided to do a full walk. And it actually looks like, oh man, it's open. But we did it twice last time, so no.
All right, for those watching, one of my favorite things to ask Jeremiah to do is to take a walk through the treehouse with us, which he adores, but not today.
Yeah, if I would have had my shorts on today, because today it was, it's going to be cold. It's going to be 71 degrees. And then I had my sweatshirt. I'm like, nope, that's staying in my car. But yeah, it's. And one of the things that I was going to do today was going to, grab some food somewhere. But seeing the lines and even the mobile ordering times, if you're starving, it is not the best time to try to get food right now.
So you mean typically now you can't do a mobile order and just go pick it up? You have to wait a certain period of time?
Yes. When you do your mobile ordering, they pop up with the kind of your return time. And the return times on a slower time is now to, like, I don't even know what time it is. Now to X. And then there's the next one. And the next. But I've seen the mobile order time, you can't get it until an hour and a half from now because they're so full.
Okay, that's interesting. I haven't experienced that. Tony Betty has a good point, though. Think of the great pic you could get of Tron all sealed up from the treehouse.
If I had my big camera, I would do that, and that is something that I do plan to bring sometime in the next few weeks to get some really close-up photos, and I will be in the treehouse and will take those photos. But my iPhone, while it does take some amazing pictures, the zoom isn't the best for that point.
Is the Christmas shop open?
I believe it is. You want to walk through there? You want to smell some Christmas?
The signal here is not the best. I was just curious. Are they still doing that Muppety show?
That we've not heard because there was no publication about any showtimes or anything. And it was dark on Mondays and Tuesdays, so we wouldn't be able to know for certain today.
Good afternoon, Taylor.
Did you want to go into the old Christmas shop or try
Sure,
to?
let's go into let's smell some gingerbread.
Thank you. Just let me know when I need to run out of here.
Jennifer, if you've never been to a Florida park, hope you enjoy this dream of the Magic Kingdom and get out here. If you get out here quick, you can get some bonus savings. Oh, you can see that hat. I've never seen that before.
This hat?
Yeah.
It's fun.
It is beyond fun. It has so much going on.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of the holiday stuff available right now for that's the 70% off, but the stuff that they do is most of the new stuff that they just put out. Sorry, I have not seen the sparkly pink magic band yet today for you, baby.
I want it. Is that a real fireplace?
I certainly hope not, because if it is, the embers would be popping out all over everybody.
And this store is all Christmas all the time. They have a Christmas shop in Disney Springs, which goes into other holidays. This is all Christmas all the time.
Yeah, it's Christmas all the time except for when we put in some 4th of July stuff at Disney Springs. That shop is always Christmas there.
Another angle of the beautifully painted castle. It kind of matches Small World now.
Yes, and some great Disney ducks down there.
You know, the only thing missing from this picture is those sparkly lights they put on at Christmas time.
Well, right now there'd be that giant crane that they put on, from October to February.
I think those are the first ducks we've seen this trip. If the ducks stop hanging out in the walkway, or the crowd's too big for them now.
I think the ducks are smart and they're just hiding in the waterways right now because it is. I mean, it's slowed down. Earlier, the Sleepy Hollow refreshment line was kind of circling back around, but this is very nice.
It is. You'll need to come here sometime and just park it here for a half hour, talking to people and looking at the sights.
I'm all good with that.
Ooh, reflective castle.
There we go. We got ducks and reflective castle going on.
The Jennifer says the ducks are not animatronic. I'm not sure where you got your information, Jennifer. But yes, every duck at Magic Kingdom is actually an animatronic. They spare no expense.
Yeah, that was part of the Living Initiative project. The first things that they did, I mean, those date all the way back to the Walt days. These ducks are amazing.
We're kidding, Jennifer. Those are definitely real. And my favorite Disney view, says Heather. That's why we're giving it to you. We had a feeling.
Yep, and I think right here we'll just fade out into the sunset. Bum-ba-dee-da, bum-ba-dee-da, bum-ba-dee-da.
Nice knowing you, Jeremiah.
See you on the other side, Doobie.